Hey, Dave.
Yo!
Hey, Dave. We got to cut the music real quick, man. Hold on a second. We got to cut this music real quick. But you know what? It is 9:30. It is prime time. It is Cowboys Weekly. You already know my name is Paul Spencer. That man right there is Dave Yarnell, my little brother. What's going on, Dave?
What's up, big man? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I got a question for you, Dave, real quick. Not football related, man. It is almost June, correct? It is almost June, right?
Last I checked, yeah, it is.
I don't understand why it was like 50 degrees today, Dave. What the hell's going on?
Well, it's been raining here all day, Paul. I mean, my God, it hasn't stopped. It hasn't stopped since like yesterday. It started like 3 o'clock in the morning. It hasn't stopped since.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's been raining all day. Like the last 2 days have been nonstop raining. It's been so cold. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
This is not spring weather, and we're heading into June, and this is like ridiculous weather.
It is, man. It is. Like, it's like, I don't know if this is a pre-look of the Dallas Cowboys season. Like, okay, it's rainy, so get prepared. You know what's coming. I mean, I don't know, Dave. I mean, I don't know, man. But
it's crazy because I mean, my kid's almost done school, and yet it doesn't feel like summer at all or spring.
I tell you, Dave. Like, I was outside yesterday. I was like trying to cut and the only bad thing is, Dave, with all this damn rain, you got to cut the grass twice a week now, man.
I know because it's growing like crazy. It's driving me nuts. I'm telling you.
My backyard was a freaking jungle. I cut it last week, and like 3 days later, I'm like, holy shit, I got to go out and cut it again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man.
That's all I do is cut the grass anymore. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? I hope if you have a bad season, I hope that it rains a lot because at least I got an excuse on Sunday. I can go cut the grass.
Paul, when they say it rains, it pours. So there you go.
Well, Dave, that's a true statement because when it's raining, it's pouring up here, man. It's not.
It's raining hard too here. It doesn't stop.
Oh man. Well, Dave, we got a couple comments. Michael Papernick checking in. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for checking in.
Michael, what's up?
He says, yo.
Yo, Mike. What's going on, man?
Mike living up in New York, he said, I had my heat off the last few days. Well, you got a lot of bad weather than we have because I tell you what, like I got the heat on. Like Katie turned that shit on to like almost 80 degrees yesterday because it was so damn cold,
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been like mid-50s here. It's kind of crazy.
Yep. And we always get comments to piss us off. This isn't a derogatory comment, but the babyface Evan, he lives down in Louisiana where it's nice and hot as hell. He says, nice and hot here. Well, screw you, dude. Okay,
Evan,
nice.
And
you can check out Evan, man. Friday nights, Big Blue Power. Him and Dan do a great show as well, talking to them New York Giants, the bottom feeders. We're not bottom feeders, but we were close last year.
No, in their words, the G-Men.
The G-Men. You're right. The G-Men. But thanks for checking in, Evan. Yeah, I know you guys get some good weather down there, man. It's nice and hot down there. But I tell you, Dave,
I don't know what hot weather is. I haven't seen it. I haven't felt it in a long time. I have no idea.
Well, my area is always a little bit cooler, Dave, because when you came up, it's always cooler where I'm at because I'm on top of the hill, with the backyard's the acre of all woods behind my house. But man, it's fucking cold. I'm not gonna lie, it is freezing.
Yeah, like I said, it's chilly here.
I got a long sleeve on, and almost June, I got a sleeve on, and you got a freaking hoodie on.
I got a hoodie on. It's chilly.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Evan rubs in. Summer is March till November. Wow, that must be nice. It's been winter since.
Yeah, but I think it storms in Louisiana, so he's got to be careful with that. So.
Yeah, they got those damn hurricanes down there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he gets the storms down there.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Like our winter this year was from no lie, maybe late September to even now. I mean,
I know. Even now, it's been like this.
Dave, you remember 2 years ago? You guys thought I was joking. I put in the group chat a picture of snow in June. Remember?
I know. I remember you said that.
You gotta be kidding me! It's fucking snowing outside my house there. Like it's June. But who knows? I might be posting the same kind of video this year. But,
you in the Johnstown area, you're going to get that once in a while. So.
Oh yeah, being up top of the mountain, it's just crazy. Like right now, I'm looking at it's 44 degrees right now, and it's just like
crazy.
I'm about to turn the fireplace on downstairs, get some wood in there, But Dave,
the dog will be comfortable if you put the fireplace on.
Oh, Gigi lays right in front of me. Katie lays right on the big couch there. I'm on the side there, and we all got our blankets on, cuddled up, watching TV.
Man.
Like, damn, this feels like December. It's June now, right?
Yeah.
But Dave, listen, man, we got to talk about a couple our topics tonight to the viewers out there. Hey, listen, tonight we're going to be talking about, of course, George Pickens turning heads. We're going to talk about, Dave, I got to talk to you about this one. We'll get into it a little bit later. I'm just going to say 2 words, Micah Parsons. That's all I'm going to say right now, Dave.
You know what? I am so sick of this. The signing hasn't been done yet. It should have been done months ago. But you know what? Some things are worth waiting for. And Jerry, deadlines make deals, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, Dave, I don't know, man. You've been on this Micah Parsons.
I know I've been on this case for a while, Paul, and I can't crack it. I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, your thing, Dave, was like you said to me, like, okay, we're on this Micah Parsons, watch here, Dave, and you know what?
Apparently, the deal is like it's like crossing I's and T's. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I don't know what the holdup is. I really don't understand it.
Jerry Jones hasn't found the pen that works yet, Dave.
Well, if is Jerry and his agent, are they not on the same page, or is things start talking? I don't know.
Well, remember 4 weeks ago, Dave, Jerry Jones didn't even know who Micah Parsons' agent was. That's not a good start, Dave. Number one, you know what I mean? That's not
I think he knew who he was. I just think he just didn't know his name correctly. That's all.
Well, maybe he forgot, Dave, because he is getting old and senile. You know.
He's out partying with girls, anyways. What's the matter?
Hey guys, real quick, if you're tuning in, real quick, we got about 34 live viewers. If you look at the very bottom of the screen down there, Michael Packer's comments actually time it in. So when you comment, our comments go right on the screen automatically, so you can read them as they pop in, and I'll just read them just in case. There, Michael says right there, what happens if Jalen Carter signs a new contract? And Michael, thanks for bringing that up. We will talk about that.
You know what, Mike? You had to bring up Jalen Carter, didn't you?
Well, it's a bad thing. If Carter gets his, Henderson gets his. That makes more money for Parsons, which is
we know that.
We'll talk about that one there. But
we were at OTAs. I think we had OTAs today, or something.
Well, it's mini. It's like a mini camp. It's basically like.
But it's voluntary, right?
It's voluntary. You don't have to show up. You're not getting fined if you don't show up yet, Dave. You know what I mean? But
that's what I thought.
But leads me into this, Dave. You know, there was a player out there that we picked up for a 3rd and 5th round called George Pickens.
Yeah.
Hey, you and I talk all the time, man. We talk all the time in each other's ears here. And I said, if George Pickens can stay headstrong, head smart, keep his damn focus on football, not on the off-field bullshit or I don't like my quarterback bull crap. But I tell you what, Dave, number one, he's showing up for voluntary camp. And Dave, here's the thing. He's turning heads at camp, Dave. He's looking good. It's
so funny. I was watching a video. I was watching a interview with him, and they were asking all kinds of questions. And he's like, "What's your deal?" He's like, "I'm chilled." Because I'm having fun. He goes, "I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the locker room. I'm liking the culture. You know, everything." I know the marriage is good now. I understand that, which is fine. Right, I mean, which is the honeymoon is good right now. We'll talk to me in January. Let's see what happens. But no, he said he's very happy where he is. He's playing with another number one in Lamb, which is great, you know, and there's no competition between the two because they're both number one receivers, and that's the best part about this, you know.
And Dave, I love that too because, you know, just like you said, the honeymoon is starting now. You know, the marriage just started. We're in the honeymoon set here. You know, you haven't got home. Your wife leaves up the toilet seat. You leave it up. That hasn't happened yet. You know, You're still in that process. But just like you said, Dave, he's getting along with the team. And the other thing too, Dave, is this. What CD said in his little comment, I'm a number one. He's a number one. Who are you going to guard, me or him? We're both number ones. Dave, that shows me that this could be something special.
And it could. And actually, I was talking about this the other day. Actually, thinking about it, I know one quarterback that would love both of these receivers.
I would. If I was a quarterback, I would be.
I know, but I mean, any quarterback would, but there's one specific quarterback that I know that would love these two and would work with them greatly.
Well, it's got to be Here We Go, right?
No, it's not Here We Go.
What?
No, it's not Here We Go. It's a quarterback that played with the Cowboys that would love to play with these two. I know he would. There's no doubt.
I think it's the Italian guy, isn't it?
The number 9 himself. Absolutely.
Okay. I thought you were going Ben DiNucci.
Could you imagine Romo with these two? Oh my Lord.
Yeah, he's the type quarterback that doesn't care what number you wear, who you are. He gets the ball to you at any time.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go Ben DiNucci.
No, because I just saw an interview with Romo, I guess it was about an hour ago, and he's like, yeah, he goes, getting Pickens was a great pickup. He goes, and I could see in his eyes saying, I wish I was a quarterback because I would love to have those two as my receivers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like he really,
all he had was Dez. I mean, Dez and Williams, but still, I mean,
oh wow,
you know.
Yeah. That would have been amazing to have an A1, 1A, 1B on both sides.
Could you imagine? Romo would have a blast with that.
Yeah.
Because Romo could read a defense better than anybody. I don't care who you are.
You know? Yeah, and you know what? That's the funny thing. Like watching him on CBS, Dave, when he analyzes the game, it's like It's like me talking to you a lot. You yell at me like, "Shut up, Paul! Stop telling me what the hell they're doing." Like stuff like I want to watch it.
Right. And
But
Romo knows,
yeah, that's like to me watching Romo. I love watching Romo on the analysts because when they line up, like a 12-step package, he's like, okay, they're going to shift to the right here. He's going to come off this side. The slot's going to be open. And I'm like, damn, Romo, where the hell was all this before? Like,
right.
You didn't have control. I guess it was, the head coach, of course, didn't let you, call the audibles, what you see here. But man, I thought you were going to say Ben DiNucci, man.
No, could you imagine number 9 with those 2 receivers? Are you kidding me?
Yep. Well, Dave, here's the thing. Like, we always talk about Cowboys fans, right? They don't know what time it is. They always show up late. They're always late to.
Oh, is there somebody that I don't know that's late today?
Yeah, this guy always shows up late. You say 9:30. I don't know if it's the Arizona hot weather out there. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him, but it's like we say 9:30, and this guy thinks it's like just hop on when you want.
You mean he woke up?
I think he did. I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what the hell's going on, but I guess we bring this guy on here. You want to bring him on, Dave?
Do we have to?
I don't know, man. If he says,
I mean, but he is the professor. We have to bring on the professor. We have to.
You know what, Dave? Screw that. I'm taking the PhD off of him because he is not the professor anymore. What professor shows up late? First of all, Dave.
Sometimes the exam's late too. You see, I mean, you get, it's just one of those things.
All right, babe. I'm gonna tell you though, he's on a short leash tonight. If he says one stupid, idiotic thing, he's out of here. Okay?
Give him the benefit of the doubt. He is the professor.
All right, Dave. You okay? Dave, you're bringing him on. Then let's bring him on here. There he is, Eddie Prather, the non-PhD sports professor. Okay.
What's up, Big Ed?
I woke up at 6:20. Woke up at 6:20 in the middle of my computer doing a reboot.
Oh, see.
Yeah, right. First, I want proof of that. I want a screenshot. I want a whole video. Come on, man. Come on, Eddie. Well, how you been, Eddie? How you been, man? You there?
Eddie, how you doing, man?
Okay, except for waking up. I'm a little PO that my computer decided to do a reboot at the wrong time.
Hey, mine's done that a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, mine's done that a couple times. But
Eddie, how's the weather in Arizona? We were kind of wondering.
It's been a little hotter. It was hotter last week, but it's chilled out a little bit this week so far. So
there you go.
He gets good weather.
I take it in the anything under 100 is good.
Hell, I'll take 50 right now, brother. I'll take 50.
Try 55.
I'll take 50 degrees today, man.
Or 51 over here. Crazy. And rain.
If it was up to me, the weather would be
crazy.
It only really rains a lot in August.
In August.
Well, Eddie, we're talking about George Pickens, man. I mean, he's turning heads in, camp, looking good. 1A, 1B with CeeDee Lamb here. One ball goes around. But just like Dave said, man, the marriage is still in the honeymoon setting right now, until we get to the home where, CD leaves the toilet seat up and, George don't like that, vice versa. How do you see this playing out right now? Because they're saying the right things. They're doing the right things. Can it continue into the season, man? What do you think?
I think it's going to stay good. I think it's going to stay in the honeymoon phase for this year. I give you one reason. Contract year.
Yeah. Yes. And that's what Michael says right there. As you can see, all the comments are rolling in on the sides there. If you can make a comment, your comment will pop up there. Pickens has no choice to ball out because it's a contract season. You're right. I mean, that's the thing where you're going to keep your head on a swivel and do it the right way, say the right things, act the right way, because if you ball out, man, you can put yourself from a $5 million contract to a $25 million contract long-term each year. So right now it's a rental. It's a rental for us. We rented the truck. Let's see what the truck has on them. That's what we're looking at, right?
I kind of like the rental. Gotta be honest.
Hey, listen, the price for him right now is an absolute deal. What he's getting paid, the $5 million on the rookie deal is his last year contract, which is great. But hey, listen, if you can ball out, we have the money next year. We have still $50 million going into the cap space right now, and it goes up next year. So we can give him that 3-year, let's say a 4-year, $100 million deal. That's fine with me if you can produce on the field and stay healthy and stay headstrong, number one. That's the thing. You got to do that for me. But
I totally agree.
I do have a question about it. I know they said could get a comp pick back if he doesn't come back next year. Do you have any idea what round that would be?
No, but Eddie, it's not going to be anything for us because you're looking at a contemporary pick. You're looking at either a 4th or a 5th round pick. That's the highest you're getting. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's to me, it's a roster guy, but you're looking at maybe a special teams guy. So he has to pan out because we gave away a 3 and a 5. I don't want getting a contemporary pick at 4th or 5th. That to me, I've lost it. I gave up a 3rd for this guy, for a flyer on him. So to me, he's got to produce. He has to,
I just don't see how we're going to be able to bring him back if we pay Micah. If we ever pay Micah.
Well, that's our next topic. That's our next topic. We're going to talk to Dave on that one. But here's the thing. The cap goes up next year over $30 million, Eddie. So we're going to have that. The salary
they'll have the money for him.
Well, right now we have $50 million. That's basically that's Micah's 1 year. We'll be fine with that, given a long quickly back in the contract. But Pickens is fine. We'll have the money for him. We will. We will have the money. I'm not worried about that because a lot of our starters are really still in their first 4 years on this team, which is going to bite us later on in the future. Where, God, if 2 of our rookies pan out, you're going to be paying 2 rookies each year, big salary cap money, which could hurt us. But that's the thing.
The rookies have a 4-year deal, so they can't.
Well, your first rounds have 5th round. Like Pickens was a late. He was a late. Was he a 2nd round? Wasn't he? They picked him. I think it
was. Yeah, I think that's right.
Mm-hmm. So he has the 4th year deal, which we picked up, which is fine. It's a good utility deal, but Joe Sullivan checks in. Pickens is going to be good. And you can check out Joe every Monday on the Sully Squad, man, talking Philadelphia Eagles, all them Philly sports. You got to keep your enemies close. So we got our eyes on you guys, Joe. So I'm just letting you guys know, man.
I'm surprised Sully's up this late. Usually he's in bed and he just goes up like 4 a.m.
Are you trying to say Joe's old or something?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that's his usually routine. That's what he's been telling us.
I know. Joe's up early, man. He hits that treadmill doing that CrossFit shit, man. Kudos to you, brother. I can't get up and do that shit. I'll tell you.
Well, he does have a new girlfriend now, so he's probably he's probably up a little later than normal. So.
There we go. Yeah, he's got a beautiful lady on his side. Great. Congratulations. keep
What's up? That's all I had to throw it in there. Sorry, dude.
Mike, this is funny. We talked about this with Micah Parsons. I hope Jerry Jones, just like Michael says, I hope Jerry knows Pickens' agent's name. You know what I mean?
Jerry doesn't even know his own name.
You said it, Dave. I agree. Michael also says the contemporary picks can train trade bait, but we don't have a lot of picks, though. We gave up a 3rd and 5th, so that's really going to be a pick that we need to take. You give up a 3rd and 5th next year, so you really need that 4th to compensate for the 3rd and 5th that you gave up. So you really lost the pick. You're not going to use that as trade bait because you need that pick. That's just me, but who the hell knows? That's not just me. But even with Pickens, I don't see the Cowboys being much. Evan, screw you. Go back and play in the street or something.
Evan, go back to your Giants.
No, I disagree, Evan. I think if he's head smart, he does play this year. I think it's going to be seriously, really, really a lot better for the Cowboys. Yeah. What was that, Eddie? Go ahead. Eddie?
There's no excuse for any of the 4 running backs we have on the roster not to be able to contribute with the passing game. Like that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
You lag a little bit. There's a lag a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. The running game for the Cowboys will not have any excuses not to be able to contribute any this year because of how good our passing game could be. If none of the 4 running backs turns out to do anything, then all 4 should be gone.
Well, I don't think I was telling Dave earlier. Was it yesterday? Dave, we were talking about the running backs. I think Jaden Blue actually is going to end up starting mid-season here because he fits the scheme. If you can open up downfield with a Pickens, a Lamb, a Ferguson, maybe a Tolbert in the slot, or even a Turpin in there, that's going to open up holes for a get outside the hash marks like a Jaden Blue type guy. I don't think Sanders is going to be anything. I don't think Javonte Adams is going to do anything. To me, the way this team is built right now, I like Jaden Blue as a running back. He is that sprint guy to get outside. And to me, that's what the Cowboys are going to look like this year. I think we're talking about the running game, but I think it's going to be more of a passing game first, even though it's not what Schottenheimer's looking at.
I think Schottenheimer wants to run the ball.
He does, but I think he's a smart enough coach, Dave, where he's going to realize, okay, well, you know what? Our running backs are light in the box here. We got to get outside the box. We got to get out of the box entertainment, but we got to get outside the hash marks and get outside and run the ball with our wide receivers, open up space. And that's where Jaden Blue falls into place for me.
Right.
That's what I see.
Where does that leave Deuce Vaughn at all? I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I'll say it first. I love Deuce Vaughn coming at Kansas State, but I'll tell you what. I don't think he makes the 53-man roster. I don't think so. I think, Eddie, do you agree? I think he goes practice squad this year. What do you think?
I wouldn't even have him on the practice squad. I
think he does make practice squad, or he can, some other team can pick him off waivers. But the reason why I put him on practice squad, he's good for one position. If Turpin gets hurt on kick returns, you bring in Deuce Vaughn for kick returns.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. He's not a running back. He doesn't fit the scheme in the NFL. 5'1", 109 pounds wet. You don't fit the scheme here. It's not going to happen. Practice squad only. If he gets picked up, I'm not going to lose sleep over if he gets picked up by another team. He didn't do anything for me. He didn't. I think the only person that's going to be mad is
he really didn't get a major chance either, if you think about it. But,
but Dave, I think go ahead.
When he did some things. I mean, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but Dave, it was mop-up time. It was mop-up time, Dave.
Yeah, I get it.
Too small to be a running back.
Yeah, you're right. I think the only person that's going to be mad in the Dallas Cowboy organization is his dad being a scout that brought him in. That's the only person I think would be mad.
I would fire his dad.
Oh, God.
Okay, I think so too. But you know what? You got to love the story, man. That
He
story.
can't fire his dad. He's doing his job. Come on.
This is the NFL. This isn't story time.
That's true. Well, talking about Pickens, we talked about him. I do want to touch base with this quick. As comments come in, we always go off record here. Miles Sanders is going to be a game changer, right, Dave?
I hope so. Mike, if Miles Sanders has a great season this year, I'm going to come after you on that. I really am, because you've been dogging me ever since I said something about Miles Sanders.
Well, David, it gets worse here, man. Miles Sanders might get cut in training camp, Dave. Dave would be devastated.
I would be. Without a doubt.
I'll be honest, I'm not supposed to say this live, but Dave's already ordered Miles Sanders jersey, guys.
I already have it. I'm getting it.
Hey,
just to piss you Eagle fans off, I will get a Miles Sanders jersey.
I don't think it would piss them off. I think they would laugh, Dave.
Oh, they can laugh all they want. Yeah. Whatever.
Here's one too. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. As comments come in, like I said, we're going to talk about them. I do not want this because this son of a bitch to me is overpaid Jalen Ramsey from the Dolphins.
It's funny. I happened to see that yesterday, and I was like, Jalen Ramsey. I'm thinking to myself, do I want a 32-year-old? Really? Do I really want that?
Well, Dave, he is still solid. He is still like a shutdown corner. I get that point. But Dave, he wants top 3 cornerback money, brother. And you got Bland, you got Diggs, and you can't afford another.
But it wouldn't hurt to have a Jalen Ramsey, though. I wouldn't mind it.
I got a question here. Could Jalen Ramsey be moved to safety? Ramsey did play some safety in college too, so
he did. But Dan, hey Eddie, are you going to pay $30 million for a safety?
If he's on the last year of his contract.
Oh, but still, you're going to have to buy his contract, though, right? They're going to trade him. You're going to take over that equivalent of the contract. That's the problem. And he's top 3 corner in the NFL, pay-wise. And you still got to pay Bland in 2 years, and that you're looking at top 5 money the way he's balling out.
Yeah,
you have Diggs playing number what? I think he's 3 or 4 on cornerback list. You can't afford number 3, 5, and then Ramsey wherever you fit in being top 5 as well. You can't. We're in the situation of Parsons, Lamb, and Dak again for 3 cornerbacks. I don't want to be in that situation where our money's tied up with 6 players. And we still have 47 people to pay. I don't think
Jalen Ramsey's. I mean, it's just a name. I don't think he's on the table. To be honest with you.
Let's see.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Let's see if Bland can bounce back from last year to this after a year for him.
He has to. Diggs the same way. Diggs coming off injury. Bland coming off injury. Our defense is set off coming back from injuries. Overshawn.
You just read my mind. I cannot wait till Evershawn comes back. I'm so excited.
We have to. The only way that he can do is if the Dolphins actually cut him prior and release him. But that comes up in 4 days?
Yeah.
But why would you cut a player and just get nothing for him? Just bite it, go out there and keep him on the roster, and say, hey, you know what? At least give us a 5th round pick. We don't care. I'd rather do that and not let a player say, okay, Dave, you know what? You want out of here? Okay, Dave, hey, whatever, get out of here. I'm not doing that. I'm getting something out of it. You know what I mean? I'm getting
but Jalen Ramsey wouldn't hurt though, Paul. Really, it wouldn't hurt.
It wouldn't, Dave, but I can't afford it though. That's the thing.
I know I can't afford it, but I'm saying, but it would be nice to have a Jalen Ramsey. I wouldn't mind it.
Dave, it'd be nice to have freaking Roger Staubach on the team too.
I got it, but I'm saying he is a good. It's just the age to me. That's all I'm saying. The age to me.
Right. Right there. Michael says, just wait till June 1st. That's if they cut Ramsey. To me, they still own rights. You can still get a draft pick. Even if it's a 3rd, 5th round pick, you bite the money. You're going to bite it either way. At least you get a draft pick, keeping him on the roster until he's traded. If he's not traded, before you go into OTAs, cut his ass. Release him. Dead cap space is half the money then. You know what I mean? I'd wait. At least you get a draft pick possibly, There's a couple comments. Evan, the baby of the family, of course, he doesn't know what the hell he's saying. Definitely going to be a passing leader, but that shut down when an easy task, but one-dimensional. Well, here's the thing. I mean, that's what Schottenheimer has to do. I mean, if you're going to be a pass-happy team, that's going to open up the backs coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, but Schotts wants to run the ball. He's been saying it for months.
Yeah, but Dave, if your offensive line doesn't gel like we're thinking we're going to do, I mean, we got a great offensive line if they gel. If the question is, if quotation,
I think they will. I mean,
well, Dave, 3 position players that are moving different positions this year is going to be
I know it's tough, but I get it.
We'll see. I mean, if he's going to be stupid, he's going to be one-dimensional. But you got to open up. You can't. To me, you can't abandon the run. You have to.
But you said Schotts has been all over the locker room, dude. And
he's winning the locker room. He's winning the locker room.
He's definitely winning the locker room. Yeah.
Safeties are dime a dozen. Draft the next 3. You have 3 next year, and you're bound to hit one. We don't need 3 safeties, though. I mean, listen. I think we're okay at safety, but I think we have bigger needs, though. Honestly, right now, even the defensive line is still banged up. Our linebackers are light, even though we got Kenneth Murray. We have Overshawn if he comes back healthy. Safety, I could move freaking my boy Marquise Bell back to safety where he's originally from.
You've been saying that for months. Yeah.
Listen, if a safety can play safety for 3 years in college, come down and win an NFL season, and you're never played linebacker in the NFL, play your ass off. And then you're the lightest guy on the team and you're hitting people at linebacker. That's what I want as safety. That would be smart to move him back there. A hard hitter, a ball hawk that can come down and run block, pass defenders. I think that's what I want. But that's, to me, who I would move there. I wouldn't, unless you're going to get a first-round hybrid safety out there, like something like that. But I'd be okay with that. But
I'd be okay with that too.
I wouldn't waste a first or second round, depending on what happens. Evan says, I meant more about not paying a lot for safety. No, I do get that, Evan. If, say if you get a safety in the second round, you're going to have a 4-year deal on them. You going to bed, Kate? I love you. Say hi to Katie, everybody.
Hey, Katie.
Katie!
She's going to bed. She's leaving me. She's going to bed. But, yeah, I mean, I get that, Evan, paying the money there. That's different. A big price tag for a safety coming in. But to me, Eddie, I couldn't do what Eddie said. I can't pay a $30 million cornerback to move him to safety. That, to me, is not going to happen to me.
No, that's crazy.
What the team that probably could do it, if because they have the best GM in the NFL, Howie Rosenbaum.
Oh, please.
Oh, Howie Roseman. Yeah, he's a genius. I mean, he could pull that. He could probably get freaking watch. We're going to see this next week on fucking ESPN. Howie Roseman and the Philadelphia Eagles, goose the fucking Miami Dolphins for a 5th round pick, and Miami's paying the $35 million for Jalen Ramsey. Eagles are only paying $1 million for Jalen Ramsey. That's Howie Roseman.
That would be a Howie Roseman move.
Howie is definitely the Pied Piper of the NFL.
Yep. Well, let's move on here. I mean, we're moving on here pretty good here. Let's talk about this one. Michael brought this up a little bit. We got one more comment about the damn freaking Jalen Ramseys. I don't think they are. Honestly, I really don't think so. To me, Jalen Ramsey doesn't fit the Eagles' locker room with Sirianni. He's built the foundation. I think Ramsey would be a cancer in that locker room. He's a problem. They don't want that in the locker room. That's why I don't think as well. But here's what I want to move on to.
Watch Jalen Ramsey go to Green Bay or somewhere like that.
Hey, listen, they have a problem with Jair Alexander with the Eagles. I mean, with the Packers. So there's a big issue there. So that's a possible fit there too.
I can see it.
Let's talk about this. Dave, I'm going to start with you, but I want to read this comment real quick. Dave's been on this watch called the Micah Parsons signing watch. But if Trey Hendricks comes available, will you make that move? Here's the thing. I'll say this first. I don't think so. Because you're going to have Parsons on the edge, unsigned Parsons, a rookie, Donovan Exuberaka from Boston College on the opposite end. But here's the thing. Why go out and get Hendrickson, who needs a contract, on the right side, and on the left side, you have Parsons needing a contract. I can't do that. I can't go out and sign him on his last year deal here when he's got to get paid and Parsons has to get paid. Because just imagine both these guys get $35 million a year long term. That's $70 million for your bookends. I can't do that. I can't go out. Eddie, would you go out and get Hendrickson? Does that make sense to you?
The only way I would even think about it if Micah wasn't going to be signing. That's the only way I would do it.
Yes, if we signed him last year to a 4-year deal where he has 3 left, I would go out there because if you sign him now, he's going to want a 3 to 4 year deal. He's not coming on a 1-year, 2-year deal. He's not going to do that. He wants that long-term deal, which he wanted in Cincinnati. Okay. So
yeah, which I'm surprised Cincinnati didn't give it to him. I'm really surprised about that.
Who, Cincinnati?
Yeah.
He wants a long-term top 5 money based on what he had last year. I think he had 18 sacks last year, something like that.
Good season.
Yeah, Michael says he had 17 and a half sacks. I mean, the Cowboys have the money, but then, like I said, Mike, you're going to have to pay Parsons, who hasn't been signed yet, and then Hendrickson's a long-term deal too. That could be, God, think about this. 4 years for both of them, you could possibly be 35, 70. God, for both of those guys, you could possibly be at $280 million for 4 years. For
that would be insane. That's insane.
You're in cap hell. You can't do that.
Jerry ain't doing that.
No, he can't do it. That's just my things. But Evan's making sense.
I mean, that's a dream to have Hendrickson. Are you seriously? I mean, come on.
Well, Dave, I mean, this salary cap kills you. Just like, Evan said there, Hendrickson wants to be paid. It's going to be cap hell. That's why I mean, certain teams that can do it, that have the money. But Dallas has the money, but you got to look to the future too. This team is kind of young in a way. You don't want to go into the future and have the same situation where it kills us. Dak in almost the same year, Parsons in the same year. You can't do it nowadays. You want to try to get one star player max next year. Max. Every year you want a max player, not in the same year. And that's what it would be, because I don't think Hendrickson is going to take a 1 to 2 year deal. He wants that long-term.
He wants that 4-year contract.
He wants it, right? He wants like a max deal, So I don't know. I couldn't do it.
I mean, are you surprised Cincinnati's not even attempting to sign him?
I don't understand what the hell they're doing. The problem is, I mean, Hendrickson is a defensive guy, a guru, man. But they got to look on that defense side of the ball, because the offense can light you up. The offense can score.
That's what I mean, their offense is strong.
Yep. Howie Roseman has the biggest blackmail stash in the league. I know he's got envelopes of everybody out there, man. I'm serious.
This is true, Evan.
He does. And man, I can imagine. Michael says Howie has to pay Carter and Davis Blankenship next year. Exactly. You guys got that big draft that you guys got there. That's 2 big boys on the offensive line. Blankenship, Reed's going to get paid as well. That's going to come in to bite you. But the thing is, the Eagles have drafted well. You can lose a player and rebuild with what you drafted. That's why you have so many.
But for the Eagles, though, they did lose 6 defensive players, though. I mean, that's a lot.
But they reloaded it. I mean, their next player steps up, and they went in the draft, and they got Jahan Campbell. I mean, one of the baddest linebackers in college.
Well, I get it, but I'm saying, but they did lose six key players on the defensive side of the ball.
That is true, but the way they've drafted in the last years, I think it's next man up. I think they're in prime position. Plus, they have draft picks to rebuild again, Dave. That's the thing with me. They have the draft capital to go out and reinvest in the draft. We don't have that. We can't miss in the draft, Dave. You know what I mean?
No, I thought we did pretty well.
There was some bad drafts, which we won't get into. I mean, this year, I think there was a couple downfalls for me. I think Eddie feels the same way too. With some of the players.
I mean, for the most part, I didn't think we did that bad, honestly.
Yep. Michael says, Jerry isn't in no rush to sign Micah. Dave, I'm going to let you have the floor for this one. My question to you is, do you still have that watch saying when, Dave? Because
I've been saying when.
My watch stopped, Dave, about 3 weeks ago.
Nah, my watch is still on it. I'm still on it.
When, Dave? What do you think? Are we waiting? When are we going to wait till?
You know what? It's so funny. I mean, I would say before training camp starts.
Is this Dave? That's got to be a bad thing, though, right? We see.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, not like the week before training camp. I'm saying like, like maybe, what are we in May? I would say early July. Maybe.
Dave, are we talking Thursday night football?
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want that. I mean, that's something he did last year with Dak and Lamb, which was ridiculous. But at the same time, I think this Parsons thing is a little different. So I'm going to say late June, early July, it'll be done.
Okay, Parsons at camp, right?
Yeah.
He's doing his job. Why can't Jerry do his and get him signed? That's my question.
Like I said, dot I's, cross T's. Got to talk to the agent. There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it than what you see.
You're right. Going back there, Eddie, Evan says Eagles have drafted 2 to 3 years ahead. Right, they're already ahead of the game. They're playing positions 1 year on the bench, coming in if they need to play. They're taking the roster spot.
And the one thing about this Parsons deal is too, Parsons doesn't seem too worried about it. So it's not like he's not concerned about this, because he's hanging out with Lamb. He's having a great time. They're having a blast in the golf course. I don't think he's too worried about it, honestly.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know what he's feeling, what Jerry's feeling, but Evan says we're already at OTAs. Michael says, could Micah be waiting to see if Hendricks gets paid? That's my only concern.
That could be too.
If he does, because knowing Jerry, we looked at all. Remember, Dave, like 6 years ago when I said it was the smartest move when Dak was signed early with Jerry.
Oh, he had to. I mean, the quarterback number was going up.
He set the market. He was the one that set the quarterback market, the big contract first, and then we were okay. But then Jerry got behind the ball by waiting for everybody. What made it worse when what's his name, Trevor Lawrence gets a $55 million contract.
Yeah.
That killed us right there, saying, well, I know I haven't been to the playoffs. I've won 1 game, but I'm better than Trevor Lawrence. Look at my numbers. I'm better. So I deserve more. It's the same situation with Hendrickson. If Hendrickson gets paid, God, it's going to be a situation where, okay, I didn't have 17 sacks last year, but, I'm an enforcer on this defense. I'm the leader. He gets 35. Well, shit, you know what? I want at least 37. It's going to bite us in the ass the longer we wait. If he gets signed, it could kill us, man. It's going to break the bank. It really is. That's the problem.
Well, the cap's going up, so I'm not too concerned about that too much.
Yeah, but my thing is, the more you wait, the more you pay. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just the way the NFL goes.
Look at the price of eggs, man. Eggs used to be 99 cents, 3 years ago.
Now they're like $9.
Sure, they went up to $9. Product and demand, man.
I know. It's crazy.
You got to pay the piper sometimes, man. That could hurt us, man. Evan said he's not worried about getting paid regardless. Someone's going to pay him. You're right. I mean, this year, to me, this is the way I hate saying this, but if you don't get paid your contract, you play our rookie deal, which is like I think it's $3.8 million what he's making this year on his rookie deal last year. To me, you know what? Go out, play your ass off, regardless of how you play. I don't think he's ever going to slow his engine down. Go out and play this year. Stay healthy, because next year you're going to be.
But Michael wants it, man.
He does, Dave. But here's my thing: if he goes out and plays this year without a contract, come out healthy, number one. Screw the NFL draft, because you're going to be the number 1 pick for any team out there next year in a trade or just a sign a free agent. That's the way I look at it. Evan, you're right. He is going to be the highest paid draft pick next year. Even though he's not a draft pick, he's going to be the sought after number 1 target with the X on his back. He's getting paid regardless. But
he knows that.
Oh, he knows that, of course. But I just don't.
You're just you're upset. You're upset about the waiting part. That's all.
Well, I'm upset about that too. But Dave, I'm old school, man. Like, I play for the love of the game. The money's not important to me. I play for the love of the game, man. Like, regardless of money, I'm the type of player like, Eddie, if you're my number 1 wide receiver, Dave, you're my number 1 running back, I can't afford you both. Hey, Jerry, I'm making the most money. Take $2 million off my cap, hit it off me, give Eddie the $1 million, give Dave the $1 million. Let's bring it back. Let's run this back. We can win with this. These guys nowadays, screw that. I want the bag. I want the bag. I want the bag. I don't like that. It's not for the love of the game anymore. It's not. To me, it's differently. You understand what I mean?
I hear you.
I see it differently, Real quick, let's get to the comments. They're talking Carter's getting 40+ million. That is insane. I don't think he's a $40 million player, number one. I don't think any defensive player on the line of scrimmage is a $40 million player. But I mean, he's a D tackle. That you guys pay him $40 million because I'm not worried because our D tackle is not going to make him $40 million.
Didn't they just pay Jay? They just give Hurts a huge contract too?
Yeah, Hurts got one like a year ago. Yeah, he got.
I was going to say, I thought they did.
But
go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead.
I would question Howie's sanity if he gave Carter $40 million a year or any defensive tackle.
I don't think there's unless your name is Aaron Donald, I don't think anybody's that much money. 40. You guys go ahead and pay him. Eat up your salary cap and give him $40 million because I'm not worried about it because, listen, I'm okay at $40 million. You guys give him that, I'm okay with it. I don't think I'm ever going to pay a defensive tackle $40 million. No way.
No way. I wouldn't.
No. But who knows? In freaking 2030, we might be paying everybody $50 million.
Who knows?
Our kickers might be making $50 million by then. Who knows?
All right.
Dave will be happy about that. That's a whole show. Yeah. If Dallas doesn't get him soon and he hits free agency, Bills are going to snatch him up. The Bills have the money. I mean, they've always had money to do that. But I don't know. I don't know who. It's going to be a bidding war. Put it that way for Micah Parsons if he hits free agent next year. Which let's all pray that he doesn't. Let's hope it. Dave's right. Yep.
If he hits the open market, I know where he's going already. He's going
Where's
to
that?
Philadelphia. He's going back home to Pennsylvania.
I don't think so.
I don't think he does. I think it's going to be the highest bidder, man. Because you know what? You're not. To me, I don't know. I don't know his thing right now because I don't know if it's Jerry. I don't know if it's Micah. But to me, I think it's more Jerry because that son of a bitch didn't even know his agent. Number one.
I think it's I just think the agent and Jerry just have to get things like situated. I think that's all I'm thinking it is right now. I don't
know, man. I just want to get it done. So what would blow up Micah signing if Carter signed his contract? Well, it's a different position. Number one. D tackle, D end is a different position. D ends make more, but it would hurt us, Michael, because the fact D
technically Micah's a linebacker. Technically, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to move to linebacker. He's going to play off the ball, opposite of.
Oh, he will, but I'm just saying. But that's his original position.
But here's the thing. D ends make more money than D tackles. We all know that. Okay, the bookends make more money. If he gets $40 million, as Michael said, Carter getting $40 million of a contract deal, that's going to blow up the defensive ends to 45 to 50 now. Now we're talking quarterback money for a defensive end that happens. But I don't see that.
When does it end?
It's never going to end, Dave. I mean, these son of a bitches are going to be making $100 million. We're going to have the first $100 million quarterback probably in 8 years. I guarantee it.
Please stop. It's crazy.
Yep. Michael hits the market. He's coming to Philly. Listen, it's going to be a bidding war. That's what I mean. It's going to be a bidding war. Whoever
he's
has
not
the
hitting
money,
the market. He's going to get paid. I'm not worried about it.
Well, save your money because that's whoever has the bidding war. I mean,
Michael, you're going to pay Carter. You're going to pay Carter. Just call it a day.
Well, here's the thing. Out of the box, we're going to do a thing tonight. We're going to go a GoFundMe so we can give Jerry money to sign Parsons next year. Because it's going to be a bidding war. So I start the bid. I put $5 in. It's all I can afford right now. So I'm putting $5 in. We only need another $45,995,000 to bring him back next year. So we'll see.
Eddie can cover it. We're good.
Yeah. And that blows up the tackles to be big money. Yeah, the tackles. I mean, once one guy sets the market, it's just going to be a spiral downfall.
That's the league, though. I mean, it's just one guy. I mean,
it's the way of the league now, Dave. I mean, one player gets paid, you set the market. I'm better than Dave. Well, I'm getting paid. Evan says, Evan comes in and says, I'm better than Paul and Dave. I set the market. I want more. Eddie comes in. I'm better of all four of these guys. I want the market now.
Yep.
And Michael wants to win Super Bowls. Well, shit. You know what? You've been here for 4 years now. You haven't seen one. So why not just play out your contract and get one, deserve one, not go to a team that is built. Don't go to a super team. I don't want to say super team. Go to a built team already. Play your position and go from there. So I'm done talking about Parsons, man.
Yeah, the Parsons thing is getting old.
All right, well, let's have a little fun here. We got about 25 minutes to talk about this. We're gonna have a little fun here, man. I'm about to turn 54. Dave, how old are you?
I'll be 51 in July.
You old son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Eddie, how old are you?
I turned 52 earlier this month.
Well, you know what, guys? I just thought about something. I'm going to change the name from Cowboys Weekly to Cowboy Senior Citizens Podcast.
Stop.
Yeah.
No.
We are old, man. We are old. God.
Nah, we're not old. We get better with age.
We're not old. We're just getting to be legends.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, speaking of legends, I'm glad you said that word, Eddie, because tonight we're not going to go all the way back. We're not going to show our true age. I became a Cowboys fan in 77. I'm not going to go back to 77, 80s. We're going to start at 1990 here. What I want tonight is have a little fun here.
1990.
How
I was
about
a
we come
sophomore
up?
in 90.
I graduated in 90, brother.
I was a sophomore in 90, bro.
I graduated in 90, man. Yeah. I graduated in 90. Yep. Two of Hearts by Stacey Q was the #1 song that year. I still remember that.
Oh, God. 2 of Hearts.
2 of Hearts. Yep.
Yeah, we get it.
But here's the thing. I want to start at 1990. I want to go through the room here. We'll each give one. If you take the guy's thing, I want to make it harder. Like if I take your guy, you can't use him anymore. You got to come up with another one, but that would be too hard. How about we give our top 10 Cowboys from 1990s, offense, defense. Doesn't matter anyway what they say. This is your picks. You know what? I got to read this comment real quick because Evan's starting to piss me off. He's like a little.
What is Evan saying now?
He's like a pimple on my ass sometimes, dude. He really is. Yeah. Michael's 56, so I don't feel that old. Michael's got 2 years on me, so.
Okay, Mike, I don't feel so old now. I'm good.
I'm just surprised all of us are awake at fucking 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, because we're old,
This is prime time, baby. We're up.
Here it is. Jesus. Just turned 66. Jesus, this show comes on with a Walker and applesauce. Evan, you're my #1 fan, brother. You are my #1 fan, brother. You know you are, man. Man.
Oh man.
This is
a Walker and applesauce, huh?
First of all, I don't use a Walker. I don't like applesauce. This is what happens when you take your.
Well, I like applesauce. I'll give him that.
Well, Dave, you're not helping us out here. He's got you right.
No, I know. I don't know whatever.
Hey, listen, I look good. We all look good, man. We all look good at our age. So this is why your mom always said, take your vitamins, eat your carrots, eat your vegetables, because we look fucking good at over 50, brother. Okay, you look good.
Hey, Evan. At least us three got to see the NFL when it was still good. You're seeing the NFL when it's at its weakest.
He's got a point there.
You see, we've seen players play for a bag of peanuts. Now you see players that play for $50 million a year. We seen it back in the day where the love of the game was what the NFL was about.
The great back in the days with the Montanas and the Marinos,
Yes.
In our days, we had Michael Jordan, Evan. In your days, you got LaFlop James.
The flopper. the king. Back in the day, we had the GOAT. Okay, we had
Dr. J and Isaiah Thomas and
Joe Bird.
Larry Bird, Parrish McHale.
Yeah, you new school, you new gens will never understand the meaning of old school.
We had Moses Malone. Come on.
But Jordan, one name, Jordan sets it off. That's it. You say Jordan, it's like that should be drop the mic right there. Michael Jordan, you drop the mic.
The name Larry Bird should also be a mic drop name too.
Absolutely, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is my favorite player.
Larry Legend.
All right, well, let's get into legends here. Eddie, I'll let you go. You know what? Screw you. You were last of the show. I'm going to let you go last. How's that? But you know what, Eddie, go ahead. I'll let you go. Give me we're going to go from 10 to 1 here. Give me your number 10 player all time from 1990 to now. This is your players.
My number 10 guy.
Yep.
I know he was a safety, but mostly played safety. He was mostly a special team players for those great Cowboy teams of the 90s. Okay. I'm taking my boy Bill Bates.
Bill Bates.
He was in there for me. I considered him a little bit lower in the 90s, so I had a couple players that I want to put in there first. I like Bill Bates, man. Oh, that's a solid pick. Solid pick. I cannot agree. Dave, give me your number 10.
I'm going to go Darren Woodson.
Ooh, we got both sides of ball defense here. Darren Woodson, okay. I'm going to give you my number 10 pick. Only played like 5 seasons with us. Could have been something special. But I'm going to tell you, man, I like this guy. Dez Bryant, my number 10. Yeah. Number 10 for me is Dez Bryant. Got a couple comments here. Evan's going Larry Allen. Oh, rest in peace, Larry, 100%, man. He is in there for me.
Oh, God.
I'm kind of curious to where he falls on you guys' board. He's on my board, definitely 100%. If you don't have him on your board, there's something wrong with you, man. We need to do a drug test on you, number 1. Evan, you're being an asshole again. Yeah, watching on a 13-inch color TV. I'll take my 75. Well, Evan, here's the thing. You take your 75. I got a fucking 85-inch TV, brother.
Ooh.
And it's not because my fucking eyes are Asian or we can't see. I got a big-ass TV, too. I don't have it. You guys remember back in the day, we used to have our remote was going up, getting up, and turning the channel. You guys remember that shit? That's how old we are, man. Oh God. Michael has got anybody. Eric Williams, guys. He has Eric Williams
Eric
on.
Williams, yes, very good, very good.
He was from Miami, wasn't he, Eddie?
I believe so.
Eric Williams
I'm
from
trying to
the
think.
current. Was he from the
I
Canes?
know Russell Maryland was from Miami.
You're right.
so-
I think you're thinking of Russell Maryland. You're right. All right, Dave. I'm gonna start with you now. Give me your number 9 guy.
Well, I'm gonna go a little not old school, but I'm gonna go a little Rocket Ismail.
Okay, I gotta stop you. Why Rocket? He was nothing. What did he do for us, Dave? What did he do in your eyes?
He was Rocket. It didn't matter. He was Rocket. He was.
You just like the name. You just like Rocket Ismail.
I remember him catching that ball when Aikman threw it to him. That bomb. It was just.
I'll be honest with you, Eddie. You go first. Give me your number 9 guy.
My number 9 guy is a guy that wasn't there for not too many years. My boy, but he was a great edge rusher for us. Charles freaking Haley.
Oh, it's Haley.
Ooh, I like that, Eddie. I like that. Charles Haley. He's the OG 94 in my eyes. You know what I mean? He's the OG 94. Was he have 5 Super Bowl rings with him in San Francisco? Yeah,
Yep.
He's the OG. My number 9, Deion Sanders for me.
Primetime?
I got Deion Sanders at number 9 here real quick for me. I mean, he opened up both sides of the ball. He only played one side of the island over there, but to me, the way he shut down one side and you had to throw to the other side opposite, he showed me something. But Evans being an asshole, guys, we're going to have to put him in bed. He says Paul had to wind up his TV. You're damn right I did, man. You don't know how bad the struggle was. Paul, get up and wind the TV. We're running out of energy. We had to wind the TV up. I'll go one step further. Our antenna was me holding some damn aluminum foil. That's how bad it was back in my days. You know. Here's some other names. So I just want to throw some names out there. Rest in peace again, Marion Barber, man.
Right? Yeah, Marion the Barbarian. Yep.
Michael's Ken Norton. God,
Ken Norton Jr.
Yes, Jordan. Yep. Dave, there's your guy, Jay Novacek. He's
that's my man, Jay Novacek. Yep.
So, Dave, I want to ask you, Rocket Ismail, top 10 from the 90s now in your eyes?
In my eyes, yeah, because he was he's so fast.
I'll be honest with you. I think Quadre Ismail had a better NFL career.
He probably did, but
his brother, Quadre.
Yeah.
Yep. He says, I thought it was just a 90 team you were doing. No, we're going from 90s to now, Michael. 90s
now.
Right now. Yep. So if you want to throw Dak Prescott in there, go ahead. I might have him at number 1. I don't know yet. We'll talk about it. But yes, from 90s to now, definitely. All right. So I'll go first this time. Eddie, I'm taking your guy. You already said him. Charles Haley, the OG 94. I got him at number 8 for me. That's where I stand with him. Dave, you go. Give me your number 8 guy.
My number 8 guy was Terry Glenn.
Rest in peace, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Dave and I pre-show, we were talking about we couldn't come up with his name when Dave said he died in a crash. I'm like, Ohio State. I'm like, well, Joey Galloway, he's Ohio State. We had him for a while. And we had to look up Terry Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Terry Glenn, man. That's craziness. Oh man. Eddie, who's your number 8 guy here?
The heart of the run blocking for the 90s Cowboys, the Moose.
Moose Johnson.
Oh man, God, he brings up when you say his name, he gives me actually tears because of what he did for Emmitt Smith, man. You know what I mean? God, that's amazing. You're right. Oh gosh. Miles Austin, Smile for Miles.
I love Miles. Oh God.
Number 19. You know what? I got his jersey too.
I do too.
Jersey. Yeah. Oh, you got it too, Dave?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? Let's go number 7. Eddie, I'll let you go back to back here. Give me your number 7 guy.
One of you mentioned his name earlier. One of the big old linemen, Eric Williams.
Eric Williams. Okay. I like that one. Solid, man. Oh God. Dave, give me your number 8 guy or number 7.
Alvin Harper.
Okay. Solid. Dave, you know me. He's my favorite player all time for the Dallas Cowboys. Tight end. You know his name, Jason Witten.
Jason Witten.
I got him number 7. There's a couple other players that meant a little bit more to me. But if I could pick one player that defines Dallas Cowboys, it's Jason Witten on and off the field. To me. But
Without a doubt.
I got him at 7 to me. Dave, give me your 6.
Novacek.
Ooh, Novacek. Okay. Eddie, 6.
My number 6 is the only modern day player I have on my list,
Okay.
Micah Parsons.
Wow. Okay. I have DeMarcus Ware here.
D Ware?
I'll go D in here. I got DeMarcus Ware here. Kind of made me mad that he left and went to Denver, but it's okay. Let's get some of the comments as we're going through here. Michael's got Leon Lett.
Oh, Leon
Lett.
Screw you, Michael.
That Miami game will never die.
When you think of Leon Lett, what do you think about?
I think of the snow game against Miami.
One play.
Two things: the snow, and Don Beebe catching it and making Leon fumble.
Yeah, you're
yes.
right. Yep. Terrell Owens. Evan's got Terrell Owens.
Gio?
He could be up there. I don't know if I have him on here. We'll have to get to it. But Dave, I'll let you go number 5 here. Where are you going number 5, man?
Number 5, my favorite quarterback of all time, Tony Romo.
Wow, number 5, huh? Okay. Eddie, number 5. Who you got?
Oh, not of all time, but my favorite quarterback.
My number 5 is another offensive lineman, Mark Stepnoski.
Ooh, the Stepster. Yeah, that's a nice one too.
The Step Man.
Yeah, Dave. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. I don't understand why I'm agreeing with you. Number 5 here. I got Tony Romo number 5 to me too. That's kind of amazing that we agree for Tony Romo.
I know, it's crazy. Yep.
Yeah, that's man. God. Dave, I'll go first. The number 4 here. I'm going the playmaker, Michael Irvin.
How can you not?
I got him number 4. Dave, what's your number 4?
Number 4, I'm going to, you know what? It's funny. I got to go Emmitt Smith.
Number 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, who's your number 4?
My number 4 would be Jason Witten.
I can agree with that. I can put him up there as well. Okay. Let's get some of the comments as we're going through. Evan says Tony Romo right there. I agree 100%. We got him at 5 too. Charles Haley, Michael's got him at 5. We both have I had him at 8. Eddie, where'd you have him? Like 9, I believe, right there, right?
Charles Haley, yep. 9.
Yep. Yeah. Now Roger Staubach. Now, Michael, it's time for you to go to bed. He was in the 70s, brother. Okay.
70s. Yeah.
And I tell you what, Roger holds a kind heart in my spot because that was the first NFL player.
If we're going 70s, 80s, Danny White was my guy. But
I agree. I mean, Roger Staubach was the first NFL player I met. He's the reason why I became a Cowboys fan. I wish I still had that photo of me wearing a Mickey Mouse T-shirt. My dad's got his USMC, shirt on, boot camp shirt. We're in Oxnard, California, and my dad goes up and says, "Yes, sir, at ease." I'm like, "Well, I want to go to Disney. We're on Disneyland. I don't care about all this shit, Dad." But Roger Staubach, yeah, he would definitely, if it was all time, he would be definitely.
I know we're talking 90s, but can we go 89?
No, Dave, no.
All right,
okay, here, I'll give you an honorable mention at the end of the show. I'll give you an honorable mention, okay?
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
That's fine. We'll bend the rules.
Because, I mean, he did retire in 89, but it was like, right before the 90 season.
Mm-hmm. Evan says Jimmy Johnson, but only if player than DeMarcus Ware. What the hell is he saying? Jimmy Johnson, but if only player than DeMarcus Ware. Jimmy Johnson, the coach? What are we talking about here?
Jimmy Johnson.
What the hell? Can everybody tell?
I think if Jimmy Johnson only had a player like DeMarcus Ware.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dave. Because I was going to have hooked on phonics here because
I think that's what he's saying. I think if Jimmy Johnson only had a player like DeMarcus Ware.
This is what happens when you let kids under 30 into a program, man.
I think that's what he's saying. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Jimmy Johnson already had a much better version of DeMarcus Ware. His name was Charles Haley.
Really?
Yeah, the true 94, the OG 94. You're right, 100%. Michael's got number 4, Witten. I want him on my list a little bit higher, but there are some kind of like guys that, even though Larry Allen, man, he solidified the O-line, the strongest man in the NFL, but I have him a little bit. Yeah, I have him a little bit too high. I mean, Larry Allen's going to be up there for me, but I'll give you my number 3 guy here. the man that set the triplets up, Troy Aikman. Even though I don't think he is a top 10 quarterback all time ever on my list for the Dallas Cowboys, what he did for this team, the way he played on the field, off the field, a leader, I put him at number 3 for me. Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman, number 3.
Great question. That's
Evan. Evan's got, what did Evan say? Okay. I meant when you think Cowboys, I think Jimmy John's, but only if he had played. Okay, Dave, you're right. There you go. Yeah. But I mean, each coached different players. I mean, if they would have had certain players like that, Jimmy Johnson was so aggressive. That would have been so nice. Oh my God, that would have been amazing. But just like Eddie said, he had Charles Haley, man, and he set that defense off. You know what I mean? So, Eddie, give me your number 3 guy.
The leader of those great defensive teams of the 90s, the safety himself, Darren Woodson.
Wow. Dave, you had him early, didn't you?
Yeah, I had him early. I did. Yeah.
All right, Dave, give me your number 3 guy.
Prime time.
Number 3, Deion Sanders. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see real quick here. Michael's got number 3. Evan Smith. He agrees with you, Dave, right there. Okay. All right. Dave, give me your number 2.
Number 2.
Yep.
Troy Boy.
Troy Aikman. Okay, solid. Eddie, who's your number 2?
Number 2, since I couldn't have Dorsett, my other favorite running back, Emmett.
Emmett, number 2. Wow. So we're kind of like 1, 2, 3 here, right? Pretty much, right? Okay. My number 2. Rest in peace, man. The greatest offensive tackle in history, Larry fucking Allen.
That was my number 1.
He's my number 2, man. He's my number 2. Wow. All right, number 1 here. It's going to be different because everybody has said something that's on the list that I'm kind of curious who number 1 is for you guys. I'm gonna play a little game here. I'm not going to give you my number 1 based on what my list has said. Eddie, who do you think my number 1 is?
You already said Deion and Haley, and
I'm not going to tell you who I already said. You should have been listening. So go ahead.
I think you're number 1. I don't think you have said Emmett's name yet. So
I don't know if I did or not. Dave, who do you think my number 1 is?
If I had to guess.
Yep.
It's a great question. Tough call. I would say Emmett.
Okay. Let's guess Dave's number 1. Larry Allen. You already said it, right?
Larry Allen. I said it.
Because that was a name you haven't mentioned. And I think Eddie's is Larry Allen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know who it is. Why, since both of you said Larry Allen, why is Larry Allen number 1 in your eyes? Dave, start with you.
Because he was awesome. My God, the guy was a great lineman. I mean, how can you not? I mean, the guy could run for big as he was. My God.
Yeah. Eddie, what about you? Why Larry Allen, man?
He was the leader of that great offensive line. To me, the offensive line was the best, the biggest reason for the Cowboys' success during the 90s.
Yeah, you're right.
With no disrespect to Troy, but any quarterback could have played behind that offensive line.
That's true. I mean,
he's got a point there.
That is true. I mean, you could put Miles Sanders back there and he might get 2,000 yards, right, Dave?
Sure, why not?
You could put Deuce Vaughn behind that fucking line. He'll get 1,000.
Why not? Right? Yep.
All right, let's go through the comments real quick. Michael's got Michael Irvin, the playmaker, at number 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Evan's got number 2, Troy Aikman. Shelton checking in, our fellow Cowboy fan. What's going on, Shelton? Long time no see, brother. Hope
Shelton.
He's got the playmaker. Now, you know, the youngest kid in the family here at Out of the Box always has to come on here and say some dumb shit, right? Right? Yep. You know Evan, right? What do you think Evan says as a gag number 1? Who do you think he said?
Quincy Carter.
Maybe a little bit better than Quincy Carter.
Better than Quincy Carter.
Dave, he gave your quarterback the opportunity to play and start by being benched. Did I give you a hint?
Pizza guy?
The fish guy. The fish guy benched him.
The fish guy benched him?
the fish guy benched this guy for Tony Romo to start playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe, number 1 from Evan Lauro. But he does have a D in his name. It's not Bledsoe.
Yeah, but he does have a Super Bowl ring too. So
yeah, thanks to Tom Brady.
Still, doesn't matter. He still has one.
That's like Trent Dilfer getting a Super Bowl ring thanks to Ray Lewis.
Babe Laufenberg. Oh my God, that's going back. Jesus Christ, you're going back in history there.
Babe Laufenberg. Yes, that's
You're right. You're right. My number 1, guys, is Emmitt Smith. Arguably not the best running back in history for not even our team. Well, in our team, possibly, yes, of course. But the NFL, no, not even top 3 to me. But I have to put him in number 1 because wear and tear for over 10 years, decades of years, still getting what you did. A shoulder injury, a leg injury, you still played. But
that game against the Giants, man.
To me, the one I didn't want him, Dave. You know how I feel about Emmitt. I'm not happy with Emmitt Smith, but to me,
I don't know why he's only the greatest running back to ever play the game.
No, I don't think he is. Eddie, you said it, with any offensive line, anybody could have ran behind our offensive line.
Yeah, but Emmitt was amazing. Emmitt was so good.
But my thing is, he opened my eyes back up when he went into the Hall of Fame. He thanked everybody. But Emmitt fucking Smith, he shed tears when he said, "Daryl Moose Johnson, I owe my life to you.
He did.
Every accolade to you." That made me feel like, okay, you finally gave credit where credit's due to the Moose, Daryl Johnson. And what he said after that, he needs to be freaking nominated into the goddamn Hall of Fame. Daryl fucking Moose Johnson. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
They put in freaking Steve McMichaels in the Hall of Fame.
Good point, Eddie.
Johnston, Daryl the Moose was a much better football player than Mongo McMichaels.
Yeah.
I hope the Bear fans that hears me say that don't cry.
Oh, they're listening.
Well, here's the thing: like when out of the football, Moose Johnson has 2 spinal surgeries on his neck since retiring football. And I heard a podcast where Emmitt Smith says, they still talk daily. They're still greatest friends no matter what. And Emmitt Smith said on a podcast one time, he was like, if I can give every nerve in my neck to Daryl Moose Johnson, I would do that, because every injury that he's ever sacrificed is because of me protecting his brother, number 1.
That's right.
And that means the world to me. Like, you finally gave credit where credit's due. So I got to put Emmitt there, number 1. He's not the greatest all time to me, but it's a number that I don't think anyone is ever going to succeed in the NFL. That record, I don't think anybody's going to surpass it. Because nowadays, you know what it is. It's a passing league. I think that record stands for the history of the NFL. I don't think anybody breaks it. I really don't.
Can I say my honorable mention now?
Okay. You know what? Jesus Christ, Dave. Okay. Honorable mention goes 2 ways. You can mention an honorable mention player, or you can mention Dave's 1989 player. Go ahead. Dave, go ahead and give it to us.
Ed Too Tall Jones.
Wow. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, he would probably be in top 5 with me, Dave, all time, but you know what I mean? But
how can you not love Ed Too Tall Jones?
Yeah. Eddie, who's your honorable mention player?
My honorable mention player is a guy that was really solid for our defensive line back in the day, Tony Tolbert.
Oh, Tony Tolbert.
Tony Tolbert. Wow. You know what? I got to show my Asian love, man, for this one here. Wasn't the greatest player. Monday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles, goal line, 4th. He called the play out. Screen before the play. You heard it on the intercom. Screen. Number 59. That win. I love this player.
That win. Yes.
Even though he's not even going to be in the top 20 in many eyes to me, I just got to show love to Dak Quinn. Even though he's Vietnamese and I'm Japanese, I got to show him the love, man.
We actually forgot one solid player here out of all these players.
All right, well, who is it, Dave?
Number 50 himself.
You mean injury?
Sean Lee.
Okay, let's put it this way. Dave, you know what? He could be top 5 possibly in Cowboys history if he would have stayed healthy, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy. If he's healthy.
Yeah, but Sean Lee was so good.
That's just like saying if Vanderlecht would have stayed healthy.
This is true, but Sean Lee was Sean Lee. I mean, come on, Sean Lee created defense.
Exactly. All right, let's get to some of the comments real quick. Let's talk about some of the comments. Michael asked a question here. Do you think if Tony Dorsett played behind Larry Allen, Eric Allen line, he would put up numbers? 100%.
I love Tony Dorsett.
100%.
Dorsett would have made it even unquestionable for even Barry to catch him.
Yep.
I agree. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, you imagine Barry Sanders playing 9 in the box, 16 games a year with Detroit. Can you imagine Barry Sanders with this offensive line the Dallas Cowboys had for 10 years? Yeah. That number would never be touched. And I don't care if you give a play 20 games a season. That number would never be touched if Barry Sanders played running back for the Dallas Cowboys.
Or look at the numbers that Walter Payton had before he got his offensive line the last 2 or 3 years of his career.
Mm-hmm. Someone says to me, Paul, you don't think Smith is a top three. Troy, not top 10. Hell, Larry Allen should be number 1. I get that, but I mean, to me, it's a little bit more sentimental. To me, I have Troy being number 3, Larry Allen 2. I have to give the accolade to the record of Emmitt Smith. I give him that. I don't know. This is just my eyes. You give me on a good day, this list would be totally different. Jason Witten would be top 5 to me, number 1. Okay, that's my thing. Urban would be there. I like offense side of the ball. Dave, you know me. I love offense. That's why I only have 2 offensive defensive players on my team here, but which is DeMarcus Ware. I'm sorry, 3. Dion, Haley, and Ware. Those are my 3 players. But Evan says, would you rather have behind that line? Oh, here's a good question. Dorsett, Herschel Walker, or Emmitt Smith. Who would you have behind the offensive line as your starting tailback with regardless of years, but we're talking from 90s, that Dallas Cowboy offensive line. You want Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker, or Emmitt Smith as your starting tailback? Who would you take?
You guys know I love Herschel.
You're going Herschel Walker, aren't you?
I love Herschel Walker. I always did.
Eddie, who would you take?
Tony Dorsett, no question.
You know what, Dave? I don't know what. Here, let me look in here real
quick.
I
go Herschel.
Yeah, I know what I'm drinking now. It's not vodka. I already emptied my cup, Dave. I actually agree with you.
Love Herschel.
Here's my thing. We see what Derrick Henry's doing with the offensive line behind how big he is, right? Just imagine Herschel Walker with his size with that Dallas Cowboy O-line. We are talking an offensive lineman playing running back at his size compared to what it was back in the day with this line. I can go Herschel Walker and just say, stop me if you can, and you're not going to stop me with that offensive line with a 235-pound Godzilla at running back.
Herschel Walker. Did you guys know Herschel Walker did ballet?
Yes, we did, Dave. He did all that shit. He was a ballerina, Dave. Yes, he did. And did you know, here, I'll take it a step further. Did you know he participated in a sport and went to another sport and it was okay until he got his ass beat? You know what sport that was?
Bobsledding.
I don't know if he was one of those Jamaican bobsledders, though. Was he? I don't know.
He could have been.
Another sport. Dave, I do a show on this every Friday night.
Oh, UFC?
Herschel Walker went to the UFC. Tried to. Yeah, until he got his ass kicked, But hey, just like Greg
was he married? Was he like mayor of Georgia?
Hell, I don't know.
He ran for Congress.
Yeah, I knew he had something to do with
politics. Evan says bring back the fullback is a damn fossil nowadays, man. Like who's the best fullback in right now? Husak from maybe the 49ers?
49ers. Yeah.
He's the best fullback.
He's the only one I can think of.
Yep. Michael says Tony Dorsett. He would take Tony Dorsett. Michael Herschel Walker played for the Eagles. Yes, he played. He
did. But he played for Minnesota too. So
now here's one. Eddie, I think you and I relate to this. I think Dave's on the other side of the fence here. Barry Switzer. He is the dumbest freaking coach the Cowboys ever had to me.
I'd rather have Dave Campbell than Barry Switzer.
I'd rather have
Dave Campbell. We didn't win anything with him.
I'd rather have Dave Yarnell coaching the team than Barry.
Actually, guys, Barry Switzer is the last coach to win a Super Bowl with.
But Dave, a freaking jar of monkeys, a can of.
I understand that, but it was Jimmy's team. We get it, but
Ray Charles could have coached that team to a Super Bowl.
Eddie, you're probably right on that. They didn't need coaches on that team. They were that damn stacked, man. Barry Switzer. Oh my, Barry
Dude,
Switzer. Dude.
Fourth and one on Emmett twice. Oh, against the Eagles. Ugh.
Barry Switzer should have stayed at Oklahoma and never even moved on. That's where you belong. That's where you
Yeah,
should
but
die. Oh God, Barry Switzer. Michael, you just made me like laugh so hard on that one inside. Barry freaking Switzer, man. Wade Phillips deserves his flowers before Switzer. Hey, I'll take Wade Phillips. I'll take him over there. At least he coached defense. You know what I mean?
Good old Cupcake himself.
Barry Switzer, great holiday. Exactly. I mean, him and Tom Osborne from Nebraska were the two coaches I love watching. Eddie, you remember back in those days, man, the wishbone for Oklahoma.
The wishbone.
No, yeah. Barry Switzer, to me, is one of the more overrated college coaches I've seen because he bought players. He didn't coach them. He bought players.
Who's that? Who's that?
Switzer.
Tom Osborne was a much better head coach than Switzer.
No, yeah. If I'm putting him a list there, I'm going to take Switzer after, of course, Tom Osborne. Tom Osborne, he set the league on fire the way he ran his team. When other teams went away from the wishbone, he still ran it. He still ran it with Scott Frost. Remember how he had late in the seasons as he progressed? They used Scott Frost as a quarterback, run that too. I agree. I don't think Switzer was. And you know what? Maybe I know Dave would be able to do that one, but maybe you and I could do a show where we talk about top 5 players in college history, or top 10 players in college history.
That's something that you also could do also with Bill, because Bill's Bill's the college guy.
Oh my God, Bill Furman. Yeah, you guys, right? All right, that's coming back in a couple months.
You and Bill got to pick that up.
Maybe that's a show I could jump on with you and Bill.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're coming back in about 2 months. College Football Frenzy will be back. I'm hyped up about that. That'll be back right before.
I know Bill's pumped up about it. He can't wait.
He actually texted me he texted me a couple days ago, said, "Are we ready?" I'm like, "You're ready. We're ready." So that'll be on right before our show, so you can see double duty with me, College Football Frenzy with myself and Bill. At 8 o'clock, 8:05 is when we start that, and then college, Cowboys Weekly right after. So yeah, thanks, Ed. That's a good thing. Real quick, Dave, let me ask you something real quick. Here's Shelton says, honorable mention, Jerry freaking Jones.
Oh God. Sure. Why not?
Bleep you, Jerry Jones.
Dave, real quick. I know you started watching college football. Thank you, Lord, that Dave finally watches college. You got into it this year, Dave. You texted me so many times this year. Paul, what are you watching? I'm watching this game. Paul, I'm watching this game. Thank you, Dave. You're watching the game. Dave, real quick. I know you don't have to watch a lot of it. I'm going to start with you first because I think Eddie will give me a person, how he watches it. Who's going back all the games you ever watched, Dave? Who's the best college player you ever watched in college football?
Wow, that's hard to say.
I know it is for you. I have my one answer right away. You asked me, I got it right there.
There's great players that played great college football players. All
And I know, Dave, you've only watched college for a little bit of time. I know that, but it's a loaded question for you, Dave. It's a loaded question for you.
It is. It's tough.
I'll skip you. You don't have to worry about it, Dave. I respect.
Yeah,
that. Yep. Eddie, what is your? You know what, Eddie? On 3, I want you to say your player, and I'm going to say it on 3 too. Okay, so there's no. I'm taking yours. You're taking mine. Ready, Dave? You give us a countdown. On 3, Eddie. Say your player.
All right, ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bo Jackson.
Reggie Bush for me.
Oh. Okay.
Bo Jackson, the guy that retired the Boz.
Okay. He's number 3 to me. Reggie Bush to me is the highlight film of college football. That's to me. Bo Jackson, one hell of a player. Oh my God, can't go wrong.
Oh, Bo Jackson's amazing.
Shelton's got a good one too here. I mean, the only thing with this guy is, I don't know. There is no downfall. I'm sorry. Here it is right here. Michael Vick. Where's he stand in your top 5? Is he in top 5, Eddie?
Nope.
I got him number 6 for me. If I think about it, I can name 4 or 5 players before him. That is a good one though. So I like him though. I mean, God, if you just imagine him, like we didn't see anything like that until Lamar Jackson played at Louisville. You know what I mean? That's just the way he played the game at Virginia Tech. Michael says, number 1 college players in my book in no order: Deion Sanders, Herschel Walker, Billy Sims. Ooh, Marcus Dupree. Wow. Okay. No Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Wow. And Bo Jackson, I think Bo Jackson would be 1 and 1. He's number 3 to me. But Dave, I know that's a loaded question to you.
Yeah.
Eddie, here's one real quick before we get out of here.
I mean, there's a player that I did like in college that I like to watch.
Go ahead. Who is it?
And
Herschel
you can
Walker.
say,
Herschel
no.
Walker.
No.
It's got to be a kicker. It's got to be a kicker.
That wasn't a kicker. It was quarterback, actually.
Who?
I was a Testaverde guy.
Miami University.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Miami University.
I was a Vinny guy. Vinny T.
I hate Miami University, Dave.
I'm sorry.
They're convicts, Dave. We're Catholics. They're convicts. And
I get it.
Where I'm going, right? You get where I'm going.
I loved it when.
I mean, I could have said Kerry Collins, but I went Vinny T.
Penn State, Kerry Collins. Wow. Okay.
I loved it when Miami came down the plane wearing comebacks and then got their asses handed to them in the championship game.
I used to have that shirt, Catholic versus convicts, too, somewhere. I wish I had still had that shirt, man. I'm gonna look one up. I want that shirt so bad. Tim Tebow. Whoa. Hey, his accolades, man. You can't disagree with that one because his accolades at Florida, 2 national championships, 3, 4-year All-American. He's up there, but I don't know. Coming to the NFL, Eddie, what was your best game you ever seen in college football, man?
When my Arizona Wildcats whooped Miami in the Fiesta Bowl, I think that was 92 or 93.
Okay. I'll give you 2. Dave, your guy, Rocket Ismail, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Colorado University, 1988. Kickoff returns. They need a touchdown. They pan in on Rocket Ismail. He does this. Eddie, you remember this? He puts his thumb up. He returns it 90 yards for a touchdown. Puts them ahead to take the national championship. My number 1 game all time, USC, Texas Longhorns. Vince Young. Vince Young.
Yes. Yes.
That game right there was, to me, the best game I've ever seen in college football. To me, man, that made me love college football more than I ever loved it in my life. But Dave, you know what? We got to do something, as you always tell me, man. We always forget to do something.
Got to pay the bills. Hit it.
Here it is, guys. Listen, hey, if you need a lawyer out there, 1-800-HURT-123, attorney Big Al, Jason Fine, motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims, 3 convenient locations throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. First in New Jersey is Cherry Hill, 3 Greensboro Lane. On the east side of Pennsylvania, you got that trashy Philadelphia area, 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. My area, Pittsburgh, PA, 500 Grand Street. Make sure you reach out to him. 1-800-HURT-123. Mention Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. And guess what? You're not getting 50. You're not getting 45. You're not getting 40. You're not even getting 35 here. Out of the box. You are family. Just like our hosts and our viewers. You're going to get that guaranteed rate, 33%. And guess what? No recovery, no fee. So, Dave, who are you going to call?
Jason Fine, attorney Big Al.
You already know. Well, guys, listen, how about next week? We got to come up with some topics next week. What do you want to talk about next week? I know once again.
Well, before we go there, we got to congratulate the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are going to the NBA Finals.
When they win by 50?
I have no idea, but I know they will.
Probably. But let's talk about next week, guys. We're going to always talk about, real quick. Michael, Miami versus Penn State, 1987. That was one hell of a game, too.
That was the game I was talking about. Was that the...
That's it.
Benny T.
One hell of a game. That's top 3 on my
list. I was Testaverde was always a fan. I was always a fan of Benny.
Yeah, I bet that probably be number 1 on Bill's list.
Yes, it is. He's a Penn State guy. He's already
but yet, Vinny was quarterback for the Cowboys. So
Boo!
Yeah, but where he started from, Miami, I didn't like that. You know what I mean?
But he wasn't. He was a Carolina before he went to Dallas. I think Carolina. I know he was in Carolina for a while.
Believe he was. Yeah, believe he was.
Yep.
Believe he was. Mm-hmm. So what are we talking about next week, guys? I want to do some shows next week. Let's talk about what we want to talk about. I know Dave's going to be on the clock with Micah Parsons. We're going to ask him.
I'll be on that clock till it happens.
You will be. That's Dave's segment right there. So Eddie,
I was on the bench. I was on the bench train forever too. So
Mm-hmm. In 1987, Miami versus Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl, Miami players wearing Army fatigues. Oh my God, that was Miami fucking. Yeah. They were some bad. That Miami teams were badass, dude. Badass. Yes. Eddie, what do you want to talk about? What topic do you want to bring in next week?
Maybe our top 5 most underrated Cowboy players of all time.
I like that. How about we do this? Dave's going to talk about the Micah Parsons. That's his segment. Your segment's going to be the top 5 You said underrated players, correct?
Underrated players.
Okay, then I'm going to go on the opposite side of the fence here. I'm going to say, how about we talk about the top 5 Cowboy busts of all time?
Ooh.
We'll do that because I can go 15.
I can actually have one.
I can go 15 or 20 on that one.
Yeah.
I go a lot on that one.
The only reason Herschel Walker won't make that list for me is because he was the reason why we were able to build that team of the 90s.
Yeah,
thank you for the trade. That is correct.
Thank you for the draft picks. Thank you, Minnesota, for the draft picks. That's all. The biggest fleece in NFL history. Thank you. Yes. So next week we're going to talk about. Dave's going to bring up the. Has Parsons get signed yet? I think we know the answer yet, but hopefully Dave will tell us yes. Eddie's going to talk about the top 5 underrated players of Cowboys, and I'm going to talk about the top 5 biggest busts in Cowboys history. Yeah, that's going to be quite a show. Goodness gracious. So, Dave, as we always do this, Eddie, you've been on the show quite a few times with us, and you already know what this is about. This is final thoughts. It's not time to talk about just Cowboys. Let's talk about time of NFL or whatever you want to talk about, life in general. Eddie, you go first. Let me hear your final thoughts. You got the floor for a minute here.
They announced they revealed the cover for NCAA Sports College Football 25. Can't wait till July 4th.
I didn't see it. Who's on it? And Travis Hunter.
Oh shoot! I know, but the special cover has like multiple players on it. I forget who the 2 players that were on. No, Ryan Williams from Alabama, and I think the other was Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. The 2 receivers.
Oh, that's you know what, Eddie? I'm sorry. You're right. It has to be Jeremiah Smith or one of those guys because I'm thinking like NFL cover for rookies or something like that. You're right. This is going into next year. Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. I think he's going to could be the number 1 pick. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Anything else for final thoughts, Eddie?
That's it.
Dave, give me some final thoughts, brother.
Final thoughts. Well, I can't believe my daughter's going to be a freshman next year. Her days of 8th grade are numbered. She's got like a week and a half left.
Time's moving.
I know. I cannot believe it's going so fast. And her softball season, is almost not even close to done. But we still have a few weeks left, more weeks to go. But other than that, I wish the weather would get better because I'm sick of this rain. I'm tired of rain. I mean, it's all we get is rain anymore. It's annoying. Yeah. Glad you're doing well out there in Johnstown. Everything's going your way, which is great. Glad to hear that. Eddie, I'm glad you're doing well in Arizona and you're getting good weather. And I wish we did, but we're not that lucky. But other than that, everybody, enjoy. I hope you had a good Memorial weekend. It was, okay here. But Cowboy Nation, stay alive, stay alert, because good things are coming. I'm telling you, Brian Schottenheimer is picking this team up, and they're gonna turn some heads, guys. I'm telling you. And on that Parsons deal, I'll keep you posted if it happens.
There you go. That's Dave's final thoughts. Dave, I am still alive. I just checked my pulse. I am still alive. That's okay.
That's great.
That is. Real quick before I get to mine, Michael says Cowboys bus. He's already got a goddamn list ready to go. He says Alvin Harper, Dave.
Nah, no way.
Wow, Michael's already got his list for next week. He's already beat us to the punch. He's already got the biggest bust for him is Alvin Harper. Michael gives his final thoughts. Appreciate that. We're going to talk about this next. So I'm going to throw this in next week. We'll talk about it right now. My final thought is the FU to the NFL and almost whining teams that tried to ban the push.
Oh God!
The push the brotherly love sub. All right, we'll talk. We'll run that. We'll talk about. Remind me next week. We'll throw that in.
But according to AJ Brown, it's only 1 yard.
Hey, if you can't stop it, don't ban it unless you can stop it.
You can't stop it. That's the problem.
Yep. He says I have to give Jerry Jones credit because he said that he don't care about the rush, push, and he voted against it. So the Eagles don't like the Eagles. Listen, I agree with it. Listen, my thing is as a coach, if you can't stop it, you get better. Then get better. That's all I can say. But my final thoughts of this, guys, everybody out there, our viewers, our sponsors out there, thank you for supporting us every week. We do this because the viewers, we can talk to each other any day on the phone or through, comments, whatever. My thing is, thank you to our viewers out there, of course, and all the hosts and their families. But my thing is, stay blessed day by day, man. I'm in cloud 9 right now. My beautiful girlfriend Katie's back, and everybody knows what happened. But and I am so blessed in life, and God is good because He gave me a brand new truck yesterday. I went out and bought a brand new truck, yesterday, spent money, got that, paid it outright. My life is great. And the sky's the limit, man. If you believe, you can achieve, man. That's my thing. And just keep striving out there and do what you want to do. Who cares what the haters say? Use that haterade as positive for every day to get better, man. So if I can get better, you can get better. We can all get better. And last thing I want to say is it's called Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Make sure you subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. That's all we ask. It's free. It's easy. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Share it to a friend. Let a friend know. Let your dog know. He might subscribe. Who knows? Subscribe. Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. So my name is Paul Spencer. That guy right there is Dave Yarnell, my little brother. That guy is the professor who doesn't have a PhD that blamed his shit on his computer for crashing tonight. That is Eddie Prather right there. So, guys, are you guys ready to get out of here?
Absolutely. Eddie, you ready to get out of here?
I'm ready.
All right. Michael Papernick leading the way for the last comment. He says, good show. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the love there. Dave, as you know, you always say this the best, man. It's time for you to let us know where we're getting out of here, Dave.
Cowboy Nation! Stay alert. Stay alive. You know, I know, Paul knows, Ed knows. We are Cowboy Nation, and we are going places after when the season starts, and let's ready to go. Everybody, let me talk to you. Yeah. See you next week. Have a good weekend.